At the Armed Services Committee today, we had the opportunity to hear General David Petraeus give us his assessments of the situation in the Middle East. I think people on both sides of the dais could agree that General Petraeus showed a lot of wisdom and is actually a national treasure when it comes to looking at the situation and deciding what needs to be done going forward. David Petraeus said this today. He said that ISIS is spewing instability and extremism over the region and the rest of the world. At a time like that, we need the defense appropriation bill before the Senate and before the House, and we need to get it passed and on the President's desk. So I joined with my colleagues today in really failing to understand why our friends on the other side of the aisle would prevent us from taking up a bill which was passed by the Appropriations Committee by a vote of 27-3. I would also point out that President Obama sent a budget request earlier this year asking for $612 billion in defense funding. This Senate appropriations bill gives the President that exact amount. So why in the world are Democrats filibustering an attempt to bring this bill forward? It's passed overwhelmingly. It's something our troops need, and we need to pass it. Let me take just a moment to underscore also what Senator Thune said about the visit from the Pope. We're delighted to be hosting him. It's a historic event, and I can just tell you, in our conversations with our brothers and sisters on the Democratic side of the aisle, we actually hope that we can show a little more decorum to the Pope than we sometimes do at State of the Union addresses. It is our hope on this side of the aisle and the Democratic side of the aisle that we can avoid the dueling ovations, the Jack in the Box standing for this and for that. Listen to one of the most famous and one of the most respected voices on the face of the earth with the respect and decorum that is due someone in his position.